The discovery. Dr. Samantha Chen stared at the holographic display, her eyes wide with disbelief. The equations floating before her defied everything she thought she knew about physics, yet the experimental data matched perfectly. She and her team at the Quantum Foundations Institute had stumbled upon something extraordinary, a loophole in the very fabric of reality. "Dr. Chen, you need to see this," called out her colleague, Dr. Rajesh Patel, from across the lab. His voice trembled with excitement. Samantha hurried over, her heart racing. Rajesh pointed to a small device on the workbench, no larger than a smartphone. It hummed softly, emitting a faint blue glow. "We've done it," Rajesh whispered. "We've created a localized reality field." Samantha reached out, her hand hovering inches from the device. She could feel it, a slight resistance in the air, as if reality itself was bending around the contraption. "My God," she breathed. "Do you realize what this means?" Rajesh nodded, a grin spreading across his face. "We can manipulate the fundamental laws of physics within a confined space. Gravity, electromagnetism, even the strong and weak nuclear forces, they're all subject to our control now." The implications were staggering. With this technology, humanity could reshape the world around them at will. They could create pockets of space where the impossible became possible. As news of the discovery spread, the scientific community erupted in a frenzy of excitement and skepticism. Governments scrambled to understand the potential applications and risks. Within months, research teams around the globe were working tirelessly to replicate and expand upon the breakthrough. Dr. Chen found herself at the center of a whirlwind. She testified before Congress, gave interviews to awestruck journalists, and collaborated with the brightest minds on Earth to unlock the full potential of the reality-altering technology. 1 year after the initial discovery, humanity had made astonishing progress. They had developed handheld devices capable of creating bubbles of altered reality, where the laws of physics could be rewritten on a whim. The first practical applications emerged in manufacturing, where impossibly strong materials could be created by manipulating atomic bonds. Medical researchers used the technology to accelerate healing and cure diseases once thought incurable. But it was the space program that truly captured the world's imagination. NASA, in collaboration with private space companies, began constructing the first starship equipped with a large-scale reality drive. The U.S. Prometheus was unlike any vessel ever built, a sleek, silver craft that seemed to shimmer with otherworldly energy. On the day of the Prometheus's maiden voyage, Dr. Chen stood in mission control, her heart pounding with anticipation. As the countdown reached 0, the ship's reality drive activated. In an instant, it vanished from Earth orbit, leaving behind a faint ripple in the fabric of space-time. Seconds ticked by, feeling like an eternity. Then suddenly, a cheer erupted throughout mission control. The Prometheus had reappeared in orbit around Mars, having traversed millions of kilometers in the blink of an eye. Humanity had done it. They had unlocked the secret to faster-than-light travel. As Earth celebrated this monumental achievement, none suspected the ripples it would cause across the galaxy. In the vast expanse of space, ancient and advanced civilizations took notice. Some reacted with wonder and curiosity, others with fear and alarm. For the first time in cosmic history, humanity had stumbled upon a technology that even the oldest spacefaring races had failed to master. The balance of power in the galaxy was about to shift dramatically, and Earth found itself at the center of a storm it never knew existed. Little did Dr. Chen and her team know that their discovery would soon catapult humanity onto the galactic stage, where they would face challenges and opportunities beyond their wildest dreams. The age of cosmic exploration had begun, and with it, a new chapter in the story of human civilization. As the Prometheus continued its journey through the solar system, demonstrating capabilities that defied conventional understanding of physics, observatories across Earth detected something unusual. Strange energy signatures, unlike anything ever recorded, appeared at the edge of the solar system. Dr. Chen, now heading the Global Reality Research Initiative, received an urgent call from NASA. Dr. Chen, the voice on the other end, said, tension evident in every word. We think we may have visitors. The revelation sent shockwaves through the scientific community and governments worldwide. Humanity's breakthrough hadn't just changed their own destiny. It had attracted the attention of forces beyond their comprehension. As they prepared for potential first contact, one thing became clear. The universe would never be the same again. Alien panic. In the Grand Council chamber of the Galactic Confederation, located in the heart of the Andromeda Galaxy, chaos reigned. Representatives from thousands of advanced civilizations argued vehemently, their voices rising in a cacophony of alien languages. High Counselor Zixnera, a being of pure energy contained within a shimmering crystalline form, called for order. As the chamber gradually fell silent, Zixnera's voice resonated through the minds of all present. Fellow sentients, we face an unprecedented crisis. A primitive species from a backwater planet has stumbled upon the forbidden technology. The humans of Earth have unlocked the secrets of reality manipulation. Murmurs of disbelief and fear rippled through the assembly. An avian creature with iridescent feathers ruffled in agitation as it spoke. Impossible. We've safeguarded that knowledge for eons. How could mere humans discover it? Zixnera's form pulsed with a mix of frustration and concern. We don't know. But the fact remains, they have not only discovered it, but have already applied it to achieve faster-than-light travel. Our monitoring stations have detected their first interplanetary jump. The Council erupted into pandemonium once again. Some representatives called for immediate intervention, others for caution. A few even suggested welcoming the humans into the galactic community. Amidst the chaos, a holographic display flickered to life in the center of the chamber. It showed a replay of the U.S. Prometheus vanishing from Earth orbit and reappearing near Mars. The Council watched in stunned silence as the human vessel performed feats that should have been impossible for such a young civilization. Grelthok, a hulking reptilian being known for his strategic mind, stepped forward. High Counselor, we must act swiftly. If the humans master this technology before we can contain them, the balance of power in the galaxy will shift irrevocably. Zixnera considered this for a moment before responding. You're right, Grelthok, but we must tread carefully. Open hostility could push the humans to develop their technology even faster out of desperation. As the Council debated their options, reports flooded in from across the galaxy. Civilizations that had long since abandoned reality manipulation technology for fear of its consequences were now scrambling to revive their research. Others, driven by paranoia, began fortifying their defenses against a potential human threat. In the Orion arm of the Milky Way, closest to Earth, panic spread like wildfire. The Zarkonian Empire, a militant civilization that had long viewed itself as the dominant power in the region, convened an emergency war council. Emperor Krasnak, his 4 eyes glowing with barely contained rage, addressed his generals. We cannot allow these upstart humans to surpass us. Prepare the fleet. We will crush them before they become a true threat. But not all alien civilizations reacted with fear or aggression. The Aetheri, a race of beings composed of pure thought, viewed the human discovery with fascination. Their elder council gathered in a realm beyond physical space to discuss the implications. For millennia, we have watched young races rise and fall. The Aetheri elder spoke, its thoughts reverberating through the collective consciousness. But never have we seen one progress so rapidly. These humans, they possess a unique spark of creativity and determination. Meanwhile, back on Earth, humanity remained blissfully unaware of the storm they had unleashed across the galaxy. Dr. Chen and her team continued to push the boundaries of their newfound technology, marveling at each new discovery. In a secret facility deep beneath the Rocky Mountains, engineers were putting the finishing touches on a next-generation reality drive. This one promised not just interplanetary travel, but true intergalactic capabilities. Dr. Chen stood before the massive device, her eyes shining with excitement. With this, she said to her assembled team, we'll be able to explore the farthest reaches of the universe. Just imagine what we'll discover. Little did she know that at that very moment, alien civilizations were racing to intercept humanity before they could venture beyond their solar system. The Zarkonian fleet, cloaked and silent, was already entering the outskirts of the Sol system, preparing for a preemptive strike. However, the Aetheri had not been idle. Recognizing the potential in humanity, they had dispatched envoys, beings of pure energy capable of traversing vast distances instantaneously. Their mission: to make first contact and warn Earth of the impending danger. As night fell over the Quantum Foundations Institute, Dr. Chen was working late, poring over data from the latest reality field experiments. Suddenly, the air in her office began to shimmer and pulse with an otherworldly light. Chen stumbled back, her heart racing as a form began to coalesce before her eyes. It was unlike anything she had ever seen, a swirling vortex of energy that somehow radiated intelligence and purpose. A voice, not heard but felt directly in her mind, spoke. Dr. Samantha Chen of Earth. We are the Aetheri. We come with urgent news and a warning. Your discovery has changed the fate of the galaxy, and not all welcome this change. You must prepare, for even now forces are moving against you. As the alien being conveyed its message, alarms began blaring throughout the facility. On screens across the planet, panicked newscasters reported the appearance of unidentified objects entering Earth's atmosphere. The Zarkonian invasion had begun, and humanity was about to face its first extraterrestrial threat. But with their reality-altering technology and the unexpected alliance with the Aetheri, the stage was set for a confrontation that would determine the future of not just Earth, but the entire galaxy. Dr. Chen, her mind reeling from the revelations of the Aetheri envoy, realized that the next few hours would be crucial. Humanity's response to this crisis would shape their destiny among the stars. As she rushed to alert world leaders and activate Earth's defenses, one thought echoed in her mind. The age of human isolation was over. For better or worse, they were now players on the cosmic stage. First contact. The skies above Earth's major cities blazed with otherworldly light as the Zarkonian invasion fleet descended through the atmosphere. Their massive ships, resembling metallic squids with pulsating energy fields, cast ominous shadows over panicked populations below. In Washington, D.C., the newly formed Global Defense Council scrambled to coordinate a response. Military leaders from around the world watched in dismay as conventional weapons proved useless against the aliens' advanced shielding technology. Dr. Samantha Chen burst into the council chamber, her lab coat askew, and her eyes wild with a mix of fear and determination. Mr. President, she addressed the leader of the United States, we have an unexpected ally. An alien race called the Aetheri has made contact. They're willing to help us, but we need to act fast. The president, his face grave, nodded. What do you propose, Dr. Chen? We need to use our reality manipulation technology offensively, Chen explained rapidly. If we can create a large-scale reality field around Earth, we might be able to alter the laws of physics in a way that neutralizes the Zarkonian weapons. As the council debated the risks of this untested strategy, the Aetheri envoy materialized in the center of the room, causing several military officers to reach for their sidearms instinctively. The ethereal being's thoughts resonated in everyone's minds. Your plan has merit, Dr. Chen, but it will require more power than your current technology can provide. We offer our assistance in amplifying your reality field. With time running out and Zarkonian forces beginning their assault on major military installations, the council unanimously approved the plan. Dr. Chen, along with a team of the world's top scientists, was rushed to a secret facility housing Earth's most powerful reality drive. As they worked feverishly to modify the device, integrating it with Aetheri technology, reports of the battle raging above poured in. The human military, though outgunned, fought with fierce determination. Pilots in experimental aircraft equipped with smaller reality drives managed to take down a few Zarkonian fighters, but the aliens' capital ships remained untouchable. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity but was merely hours, Dr. Chen's team was ready. The enhanced reality drive hummed with power, its energy output off the charts. The ethereal envoy hovered nearby, ready to channel its own energy into the device. "This is Dr. Samantha Chen." Her voice rang out over the global emergency broadcast system. "To all of humanity, brace yourselves. What you're about to experience may seem impossible, but remember, the laws of physics are about to change." With a nod from the president, Chen activated the device. A wave of energy unlike anything ever seen on Earth erupted from the facility, expanding rapidly to encompass the entire planet. The air shimmered, colors seemed to shift, and for a brief moment, every human on Earth felt a strange sensation, as if reality itself had equipped. In orbit, the effects were even more dramatic. The Zarkonian fleet, caught in the expanding reality field, suddenly found their technology malfunctioning. Energy weapons fizzled out, propulsion systems failed, and their mighty warships began to drift helplessly in space. Seizing the opportunity, Earth's military launched a counterattack. Fighters equipped with reality drives zipped between the disabled alien ships, disabling them with precision strikes. Within hours, the entire Zarkonian invasion force had been neutralized. As the dust settled and the immediate threat passed, humanity found itself in an unprecedented situation. They had not only survived their first extraterrestrial attack, but had emerged victorious, thanks to their ingenuity and the timely alliance with the Ethery. The aftermath brought a flurry of activity. Governments worldwide united as never before, recognizing the need for a unified approach to their new place in the galactic community. The United Earth Council was formed, with Dr. Chen appointed as the head of a new department dedicated to extraterrestrial relations and advanced physics research. Meanwhile, the captured Zarkonian ships provided a treasure trove of advanced technology, accelerating human progress by decades, if not centuries. Reverse engineering efforts began immediately, with scientists and engineers working around the clock to unlock the secrets of alien tech. But the most significant development came in the form of official first contact with the broader galactic community. The Ethery, true to their role as humanity's first alien allies, facilitated a meeting between Earth's representatives and the Galactic Confederation. In a historic moment broadcast to every screen on Earth, Dr. Chen, alongside world leaders and military commanders, stood before the holographic projections of countless alien species in the virtual chamber of the Galactic Confederation. High Counselor Zixnera's crystalline form shimmered as it addressed the human delegation. "Representatives of Earth, you stand accused of unlocking forbidden knowledge and disrupting the balance of power in our galaxy. How do you plead?" Dr. Chen stepped forward, her voice steady despite the weight of the moment. "We plead innocent, High Counselor. We discovered this technology through our own scientific endeavors, unaware of any galactic prohibitions. We used it to defend ourselves when threatened, as any species would. But we come here today not to argue our case, but to extend a hand in friendship and cooperation." A murmur rippled through the alien representatives. Gralthok, the reptilian strategist, spoke up. "And why should we trust a species that has shown such rapid advancement and military prowess?" Chen's response was measured but firm. "Because that same drive that allowed us to defend ourselves also pushes us to explore, to understand, to connect. We don't seek dominion over the galaxy. We seek knowledge, friendship, and a place among the stars. Our reality manipulation technology. We're willing to share it, to work with the Confederation to explore its potential for the benefit of all species." The chamber erupted in a cacophony of alien voices, some supportive, others skeptical. As the debate raged, Dr. Chen and her team knew that this was just the beginning. Humanity had taken its first steps onto the galactic stage, and the real challenges and adventures were yet to come. The fate of Earth and its place in the cosmic order hung in the balance. But for the first time, humans looked to the stars not with fear of the unknown, but with the confidence of a species that had faced its trial by fire and emerged stronger. The age of Earth's cosmic isolation was over. A new chapter in human history had begun, one that would be written among the stars. Tensions rise. In the months following Earth's dramatic entry into galactic politics, the planet underwent a transformation unlike any in its history. The skylines of major cities now featured gleaming spires of alien architecture, embassies of various extraterrestrial species who had come to study and interact with humanity. Spaceports bustled with activity as the first wave of human explorers ventured out into the cosmos, eager to see the wonders of the galaxy firsthand. Dr. Samantha Chen, now serving as Earth's ambassador to the Galactic Confederation, found herself at the center of a political maelstrom. While many alien races had welcomed humanity with open arms, or tentacles, or energy fields, others viewed the newcomers with suspicion and fear. In a secure conference room deep within the United Earth Council headquarters, Chen briefed the planet's leaders on the latest galactic developments. Holographic displays flickered around the room, showing star charts and alien faces. "The good news," Chen began, "is that our technology exchange program with the Confederation has been incredibly successful. We've gained centuries of advancement in medicine, energy production, and space travel. In return, our reality manipulation tech has opened up new avenues of research for many species." The U.S. president leaned forward, his brow furrowed. "And the bad news?" Chen sighed, bringing up a new hologram. It showed a massive fleet of warships gathered at the edge of a distant star system. The Zarkonian Empire isn't taking their defeat lying down. They've been rallying other militant species to their cause, claiming that humanity poses an existential threat to the established order. The Chinese premier spoke up, her voice laced with concern. "Can we count on the Confederation's support if it comes to war?" "It's complicated," Chen admitted. "The Confederation is divided. Some members argue that we should be contained, others defend us. The Aetheri remain our strongest allies, but they're pacifists by nature. They won't fight our battles for us." As the meeting continued, discussing strategies and contingencies, none of them noticed the small, spider-like drone clinging to the ceiling, its multifaceted eyes recording everything. Light years away, in the palatial war room of the Zarkonian flagship, Emperor Krasnak watched the human deliberations with growing rage. His 4 eyes blazed with fury as he turned to his assembled generals. "See how they plot and scheme," he bellowed. "These humans think they can upset millennia of galactic order in mere months. We must strike now, before they grow too powerful." Grand Admiral Vexcor, a grizzled veteran of 100 campaigns, cautioned restraint. "My Emperor, a direct assault would be unwise. The humans have proven their martial prowess, and they have allies within the Confederation. We must be more subtle." Krasnak's rage subsided slightly, replaced by cold calculation. "What do you propose, Admiral?" "A shadow war," Vexcor replied, a sinister grin spreading across his face. "We destabilize their alliances, sabotage their technology, and turn the galaxy against them. When we finally strike, they'll be isolated and vulnerable." Back on Earth, the first signs of this shadow war were already manifesting. A human colony on Mars suffered a catastrophic life support failure, nearly wiping out the fledgling settlement. Investigations pointed to sabotage, but no culprit could be identified. In the Galactic Confederation, rumors began to circulate about the true nature of humanity's reality manipulation technology. Whispers spread that it was not a human invention at all, but stolen from an ancient, long-dead civilization. The implication was clear. Humans were not to be trusted. Dr. Chen found herself working tirelessly to counter these allegations, but for every fire she put out, 2 more seemed to spring up. The strain was beginning to show, not just on her, but on the entire human diplomatic course. In a rare moment of quiet, Chen stood in her office at the Galactic Confederation headquarters, gazing out at the alien cityscape. The Aetheri envoy materialized beside her, its energy form pulsing gently. "You seem troubled, Samantha," the Ethere's thoughts whispered in her mind. Chen nodded, her reflection in the window looking haggard. "I can feel the tide turning against us. No matter what we do, no matter how much we try to cooperate and contribute, some species are determined to see us as a threat." The Ethere's form shimmered with sympathy. "The path of a young race joining the galactic community is never easy, but few have faced challenges as great as yours." "What if?" Chen hesitated, voicing a fear she had long held secret. "What if they're right to fear us? Our science unlocked reality manipulation in decades, while it took other races millennia. What does that say about us?" "It says that you are unique," the Ethere replied. "Uniqueness can inspire fear, yes, but it can also bring about great change and progress. The galaxy has stagnated for too long. Perhaps humanity is the catalyst it needs." Their conversation was interrupted by an urgent message. Chen's eyes widened as she read the report. "No, this can't be right." But it was. All across Earth and its colonies, reality drives were failing catastrophically. The technology that had propelled humanity to the stars was suddenly and inexplicably breaking down. As Chen raced to coordinate a response, reports flooded in from around the galaxy. The Shadow War had just escalated dramatically. Zarkonian agents had unleashed a virus specifically targeted at human reality manipulation tech. In one swift stroke, they had hoped to cripple humanity's greatest advantage. But they had underestimated human ingenuity and determination. As news of the crisis spread, scientists and engineers around the world mobilized. Dr. Rajesh Patel, Chen's old colleague, led a task force to develop a countermeasure. In labs and workshops across the planet, humans worked feverishly, fueled by a mix of caffeine, adrenaline, and sheer stubborn will. They were no longer just fighting for their place among the stars, but for their very survival as a spacefaring civilization. As the crisis reached its peak, Chen stood before the Galactic Confederation once more. But this time, she was not there to defend humanity. She was there to issue a warning. "Members of the Confederation," she began, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. "We stand at a crossroads. The forces that seek to undermine peace and cooperation have shown their hand. They struck at us, yes, but make no mistake. This is an attack on all of us, on the very idea that different species can coexist and work together for the greater good." She paused, letting her words sink in. "Humanity will overcome this setback. We faced extinction before and survived. We'll do so again. But when we do, when we rise from this stronger than ever, we will remember who stood with us in our hour of need and who stood idle." As Chen's speech concluded, a ripple of murmurs spread through the Confederation chamber. Some representatives nodded in agreement, others shifted uncomfortably. The lines were being drawn, and the galaxy would soon have to choose sides. In the depths of space, the Zarkonian fleet began to move, sensing that their moment of victory was at hand. But they, like so many others, had underestimated humanity's resilience and the strength of the alliances they had forged. The stage was set for a confrontation that would determine not just the fate of humanity, but the future of the entire galaxy. And at the heart of it all, a species barely out of its cradle was about to show the cosmos what it truly meant to be human. Humanity ascendant. The Zarkonian fleet loomed at the edge of the Sol system, a vast armada of warships stretching as far as the eye could see. Emperor Krasnak stood on the bridge of his flagship, a cruel smile playing across his alien features. Victory, he believed, was at hand. But Krasnak had made a critical error. He had assumed that by crippling humanity's reality manipulation technology, he had rendered them defenseless. He couldn't have been more wrong. On Earth, and across human colonies throughout the solar system, a revolution was taking place. Dr. Rajesh Patel's team had not only found a way to counteract the Zarkonian virus, but had made a breakthrough that would change everything. In a secure bunker beneath the Rocky Mountains, Dr. Samantha Chen stood before a group of world leaders and top military brass. Her eyes shone with a mixture of exhaustion and excitement. "Ladies and gentlemen," she began, "what you're about to see will redefine our understanding of reality manipulation." She nodded to Dr. Patel, who activated a holographic display. The image showed a new device, sleek and compact. "We call it the quantum resonance engine," Patel explained. "It doesn't just manipulate reality. It harmonizes with the fundamental frequencies of the universe itself." Chen took over. "The Zarkonians thought they could beat us by attacking our technology. Instead, they forced us to innovate beyond anything we've done before. This engine doesn't just restore our capabilities, it exponentially enhances them." The implications were staggering. With the quantum resonance engine, humanity could not only travel faster than light, but could reshape space-time itself. The laws of physics became suggestions rather than ironclad rules. As the Zarkonian fleet prepared to launch its assault, humanity unleashed its secret weapon. Across the solar system, quantum resonance engines hummed to life. The fabric of space-time rippled and bent. Emperor Krasnak watched in horror as his mighty armada was suddenly engulfed in a sea of swirling, iridescent energy. Ships that had been poised to attack found themselves light years away in an instant. Others were trapped in localized time dilation fields, experiencing years in the span of seconds. But humanity didn't stop there. As news of the attack spread, the Galactic Confederation erupted into chaos. Many members, seeing the Zarkonian aggression, rallied to Earth's defense. Others, fearful of human power, sided with the attackers. Dr. Chen, now coordinating Earth's response from a joint human-alien command center on the Moon, made a fateful decision. "We won't just defend ourselves," she declared. "We'll end this threat once and for all." With their new mastery of space-time, human ships, aided by their alien allies, launched a counteroffensive unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. They appeared and disappeared across vast distances, outmaneuvering enemy fleets with ease. Worlds that had allied themselves with the Zarkonians found their orbital defenses suddenly displaced, floating harmlessly in deep space. The war that many had feared would devastate the galaxy was over in a matter of days. The Zarkonian Empire, once a feared superpower, was reduced to a mere shadow of its former self. Emperor Krasnak, his flagship trapped in a bubble of slowed time, was captured and brought before the Galactic Confederation to face justice. In the aftermath of the conflict, the balance of power in the galaxy shifted dramatically. Humanity, once seen as upstart newcomers, was now recognized as a major power. But with great power came great responsibility, a fact that Dr. Chen and the leaders of Earth took to heart. Addressing the Galactic Confederation, Chen laid out humanity's vision for the future. "We did not seek this power, nor did we desire this conflict," she began. "But now that we have it, we intend to use it not for dominion, but for the betterment of all sentient life." She unveiled an ambitious plan. The quantum resonance technology would be shared, not hoarded. Earth proposed the creation of a new galactic alliance, one based on mutual cooperation and scientific advancement rather than military might. "For too long, this confederation has been bound by ancient laws and fears," Chen continued. "We propose a new path forward. Let us use our ability to reshape reality not to wage war, but to solve the greatest challenges facing our galaxy. Together, we can eliminate scarcity, reverse ecological damage on countless worlds, and unlock the deepest secrets of the universe." The response was overwhelming. Species that had long been at odds found common ground in this new vision. The Etheri, humanity's first allies, were among the most enthusiastic supporters, seeing in humans the potential they had long hoped to nurture in younger races. Even former enemies were brought into the fold. The Zarkonians, under new leadership, began the long process of rebuilding their society, this time as partners rather than conquerors. Many of the scientists who had developed their anti-human virus now worked alongside Earth's brightest minds, turning their skills to more constructive purposes. As the years passed, the galaxy entered a new golden age. The quantum resonance technology, combined with the diverse knowledge and abilities of countless alien species, led to advancements that would have once been thought impossible. Dying stars were rejuvenated, extending the lifespan of entire civilizations. Barren worlds were terraformed in the blink of an eye, solving overpopulation crises that had plagued some species for millennia. The very nature of space travel was revolutionized, allowing even the smallest ships to traverse the galaxy with ease. But perhaps the greatest achievement was the breaking of the final barrier, the ability to travel between galaxies, as the first intergalactic expedition prepared to depart, led by none other than Dr. Samantha Chen. Humanity stood at the threshold of a new era of exploration and discovery. Standing on the bridge of the U.S. Prometheus I, a ship that dwarfed its predecessor in both size and capability, Chen gazed out at the star-filled void. Beside her stood representatives from dozens of alien races, all united in their quest for knowledge and understanding. As the ship's quantum resonance engine hummed to life, preparing to make the historic leap to the Andromeda Galaxy, Chen reflected on the journey that had brought them to this point. From a primitive species bound to a single world, humanity had risen to become a linchpin of galactic civilization. The challenges they had faced, the invasion, the sabotage, the war, had not broken them. Instead, these trials had forged humanity into something greater, a species that could face the unknown with courage and determination. As the Prometheus OU vanished in a flash of quantum energy, leaving the Milky Way behind, Chen smiled. The true adventure, she knew, was just beginning. Humanity had found its place among the stars, not as conquerors, but as explorers, innovators, and unifiers. The universe, vast and mysterious, awaited, and humanity, along with its alien allies, was ready to embrace whatever wonders and challenges it might hold.